Welcome back to Retro Rewind Video Store Simulator demo. The rocket bars over here. We have the neon lanes. Do love that this is all here. I don't think we can interact with anybody though. They're just kind of here. Fine. We're good. So in the last one, we got a slushy machine. We kind of decorated a little more. We got more static haunting standees. We got sci-fis. We kind of split everything up so they're not all jumbled together. I'm sure we can jumble everything together once we have like multiple shelves, multiple genres, and so like a full release. But then we also got these. We got these adult ones over here in the corner, as you would. Nice if we could put like a tarp or a wall barrier or something here. Keep the kitties away from it. We have $68. What can we... You know what? We're going to buy a picture. I think we could buy pictures, right? So let's buy a frame. We could probably buy... Buy 3. We have to hold these one at a time. Oh, that's annoying. Just decorate a little bit, right? Go in here. Maybe like one in between. Let's get everything else moving first. So we realized that you could use the mouse wheel and you can cycle through the ones in your hands. Here we have 9, but I don't want to get 3 different genres in my hands. That'd be very confusing. Like that. We're already tossing the wrong one in. Now we're not particularly looking at like exact spots. We're just trying to put them on the right shelves. And we're gonna get a lot of these guys, but it's okay. They're new releases. I wonder if we can sell these. I wonder if that's gonna maybe be a concept in the base game where after new releases happen, you don't need like 40 of the new releases. So maybe you can sell a lot of the extras. That would be interesting. That's kind of like what Blockbuster used to do. Used to have a bunch of them, and then once they kind of blow through them all, then you could only rent so many of them. So they'll have like the used section. I think we had 15 of those, so we have like one more row. 2 holographic ones. I don't think they pitch anything differently in terms of rental, but maybe perhaps when you're selling used ones, they probably have a different price. We have to remember we have one oddball in here. I'll put you there. Yeah, to me, it's just, this is like therapeutic. This is therapy. Therapy in like one of the best ways. Kind of like the weird satisfying thing I do get from Supermarket Simulator as well. Water Park Simulator and Gas Station Simulator. But in the beginning, it is kind of therapeutic when you're running the register. Okay, so we're good there. We're good everywhere else. I think we're going to get the new frames, right? Now, I don't know if they're random or if they're the same exact one. What I did in the past, I say past, but looks like they're different. In my personal playthrough, is I only had one large one and one small one. So those were definitely unique. So it looks like they're also different movies as well, which is nice. Do like that. Feel like they're floating off the wall a little bit. Yeah, they kind of are. They got like pegs.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah, this is gonna be a random bunch here. 3 different genres. Random stuff getting thrown in. Another rental here. This guy with a cowboy hat. Oh, hello. Hello, friend. We're gonna have full shelves. People are returning a lot of movies. Oh, he was way too close to it. Yeah, one thing I wish that would change would be the interaction of like the customers walking in front of you and you're instantly just throwing a movie on the floor because they broke your path. Would be nice if maybe that changed. I do like the simplistic nature of being able to just left click to throw things on the shelves. Would be nice if they locked in, so you didn't have to be in an exact spot. You could also be in the exact spot, but I think if maybe if you highlighted the shelf, perhaps it puts it in the shelf on the first slot available. So like if you clicked on the sci-fi one over here and I just clicked on the shelf instead of picking a unique spot, it would just put it in like the third one on the top. That would be my suggestion. So you want a rainbow? Cool. We're doing a rainbow. Rainbow one's neat. You're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it comes out rainbow. I like that. It's just a little attention to detail. Pretty neat. And we're gonna have to go get this recommendation, probably. Wrong. Oh, we clicked in here, so we didn't even have the dollar yet. How you doing, sir? I reserved the movie Bloody Hobo. Doesn't sound very good at all.
Ooh.
Enjoy it, I think. $0. I like a man who could count. Probably the mustache. How you doing? You look like Tom Cruise. A young Tom Cruise, I should say. We got a bunch of returns. $36. You know what? 50 is a little high, but at the same time, paying with a $50 bill. Again, no pun intended to the Goonies. Yeah, it would be nice if maybe this game eventually at some point, because I imagine it'll probably be going early access. That's my assumption. Is it would be nice if maybe they added like a video game section as well, because that was a thing in Blockbuster. You did, like, that's what I did a lot. I think I talked about it in like another video. That plane is really loud. Is that one of my two favorite things to do back in the day, because this was like late 80s, 90s, was go look at the old WWF VHSs to rent. And then after I kind of gawked all over the old Royal Rumbles and Survivor Series VHSs, old Coliseum video ones, then I would go look at the video games. And we did rent a bunch of NESs at the time, but I remember personally more of the PlayStation 1 and like PlayStation, I don't even know if it was PlayStation 2. I don't even remember if that ever became a thing there. Blockbuster maybe closed beforehand. But I heavily remember PlayStation 1. I think I told the story in like one of the previous videos that I was fortunate enough that I was able to rent a PlayStation 1, and probably one of my favorite games for PlayStation 1 was WCW versus the World of the Rainbow. Very cool to have I felt like the cool kid in the neighborhood walking out of my dad's Grand Wagoneer and having the big black briefcase, PlayStation 1, having the game for the weekend. Felt like a rock star. And eventually that was my combination of later on that year, I did get a PlayStation 1 and WCW versus the World as one of my first games. So $4. My first game for PlayStation 2 was Crazy Taxi, weirdly enough. Alright, so you want a recommendation perhaps? I need to watch a classic for my old cinema class. Do you have an old movie to recommend? I'd enjoy a recommendation even more if it's a science fiction film. Oh, you want an old sci-fi. Here we go.
Oh.
Perfect. And you click over here and you click on it and you automatically warp. Yeah, so I have very much fond memories. I didn't have a Super Nintendo at the time, so while those were there and those were very prevalent everywhere, I did look at the boxes, very much envious. Did have a Sega, so cherry one. So we did rent a lot of Sega Genesis games at the time. It doesn't really matter how many squirts you do. I think it comes out the same regardless. I don't think the game gives you an option of how many squirts you put. But yeah, man, I used to rent a lot of Sega games, envious of the Super Nintendo ones. I did not have a Super Nintendo at the time, I do now. But we did rent a lot of Nintendo games as well. Hindsight, should have probably gotten a lot of those used from back in the day. Something like a Flintstones was very rare after the fact. I think it was a Blockbuster exclusive at the time. Yeah, same thing with the movies too, man. I would have loved to have a lot of those old VHSs that I used to watch. I won't say regrets because hindsight, you know. But rain in the forecast. I lost my job. My partner left me. Got a sad drama movie for me to watch in my despair. Also, I would prefer an old movie. Actors we see in recent movies have no talent. So drama and old. Here we go.
Oh.
That works. Hey. Can't afford a telescope, so I guess I will settle for a science fiction movie. What do you suggest for a space nerd like me? Let's go look at the fireworks. So it must be 12 o'clock. Yeah, they would always do a fireworks show at like midnight-ish, like a little bit before midnight. Really neat. I love the fact that I'm standing out here while they're all inside. Yeah, this is really cool. Celebrating the Fall Harvest Festival. Really neat little effect. And everybody cheering. Love it. Very cool effect. Makes like feel like the world is alive. 350. How you doing? Love the hat. Probably like Indiana Jones. So you can put like 1,000 squirts here. Doesn't matter. I like how it just tells you procedurally what to do. Very simple. Very easy. Not too involved. Like how that highlights green. Another cop. Another ambient cop. Someone's probably on fire now. So 350. Thank you. Come again. $3. Now, I don't think we can set the rental prices. I wonder in the base game. I don't know if you're selling new or if you're just selling used. But I imagine at some point that's probably a thing. I wonder if you could set the prices for those. For like the new release stuff, probably the old ones as well, that I notice the static haunting, that there are a couple that we have that are holographic. Is today now one of those days? It's not. And we have nothing here. I guess we'll just start another day. That I wonder if the holographic ones, once you put them on sale, if they pitch a different price. Because rental prices are exactly the same. Movies rented 59, movies returned 49, client served to checkout 28, reserved movies given 1, and we made 280. So we're pretty much in endless mode right now. So it's going to be basically the Fall Harvest Festival over and over again. It's like Groundhog's Day. Not to be punny. We'll continue another day or two. So I do like the fact that you're pretty much just on repeat at this point. You're still making profits, still keeping up with everything. Just the day does not progress. So your static haunting is still going to be the new release regardless. Let's put all these away because we have a bunch of static hauntings. Yeah, it's a very fun game. I like the difference of just how other sim games work about. I like how this just changes that little aspect. You could definitely tell that it's not an asset flip, which I'm very keen on. So if you look at this, I don't want to point on it because it highlights and changes, but this is your regular one, this is your holographic one. So if you ever want to notice the change of how they are, that's basically what they look like. Oh, hands are full. Now I think we have 2. I don't know if we have more than 2 of the holographic ones. I guess we could look at them now because they might be all returns. Reserved. And I think these are the legit 2 holographic ones. Yeah, so see, basically, I think there's just 2 of them now. These might also have holographic as well. Not fully sure on that. I don't think we need to buy any. We have 301. We could buy more posters. That's a funny, the adult ones are over here. Looks like people rented them out too. Should have probably checked their age. We'll open that. Get bodies coming in here. I can't really complain this aspect here because oh, there's adult ones. That it's not slow, but it's not as fast as you probably would want it to be. I imagine it could be a little quicker. Now, I do appreciate the fact that we have multiple shelves, because when they actually walk over here, they kind of block you, so you'll end up throwing them on the ground a lot more than you'd probably want to. Good thing is that we're kind of like on the back end of these. And we're still getting a ton more. Because people are just literally walking up here and tossing them in. Very subtle. Yeah, I don't know if it was this video, but it would be nice if maybe if you selected like the name here, just auto populates like the top ones. Like I do like the fact that you can actually select particular spots, but I would also like just to be able to select the shelf itself and just fill in the holes. I'm not really putting anything very unique. How you doing? Okay, reserve the static haunting. Easy to find. There's always one on the shelf. I know. And speaking of the static haunting, $3. Enjoy it. I love all the earth tony colors. Very much late 80s, 90s. $9. Enjoy it. I love that they have different events out here. Kind of fills out this empty space, because in the beginning you look at it and you're like, man, this very usable space here in the middle. Like I wouldn't say it's an atrium, but it feels like an outdoor mall type area. It's like a little space here. I do like that they fill it out with different themes. How you doing, ma'am? Oh, you want a cherry? So yeah, we do have a slushy machine. And just one squirt, and there you go. You could do 1,000 squirts. I don't think it changes anything. $1.75. And you're good to go. Just chew through the line and then we'll go back to stocking the shelves. This is like an endless line here. It was kind of our fault. We let it go. All right, buddy. Come on, you're a little faster. And you use the power of the cowboy hat and the mustache. Thank you for like $1. I love it. I love that this is also not stacked. Looks like it literally just got maxed like right as we walked up to it. Maybe it was good timing.
Hey.
The builder's big woman. That's an interesting name. Alright, so now we have a mixed bag. Kind of pay attention to what we're doing here, so we don't put them on the wrong shelf. Really hate when they like walk right in front. See, they bend over, they block your path. Just like real life. Let's get these down. As long as we don't have any reserves or have any rewinds, I think we'll get these. We have a lot of dramas, so that's a good thing. All right, what do you need, ma'am? I'm looking for a simple but emotional story. Could you recommend a drama movie for me to watch? Drama? You want a drama? The casket, beacon of hope.
Ooh.
No pun intended, because you're old. $1. Love it. Yeah, I wonder how many times I've faulted on the change, not really paying attention, just kind of going off of when that highlights green, which usually would indicate that you gave them correct change. Because I think you can botch the change. I don't think you can give them under. And just how simplistic this approach is. I do appreciate how everything is large and in charge, and you're kind of locked in an area here, and you can just use any movement key to get out. I do like that you don't have to hit escape or some wonky key or anything. Very simplistic. I actually almost prefer register, but I also prefer the rewinding and all that extra stuff as well. Things that are more unique to this game. But man, as you get the store a little bigger here, it will probably become a little more of a headless chicken game, perhaps, where you're running around a lot more, kind of like the gas station simulator aspect, where you're doing this and you're having to do that, and then you're having to stock shelves and doing all these other things. So I don't know when the base game comes out. I'm not sure how I would probably get the employee. I don't know if I would have them do the register or have them stock shelves. So 250. And I acknowledge this in the first episode, but yeah, Ghostbusters, kind of funny. $1. All right, buddy, you could be a little faster here. $5 and you're good. Recommendation, maybe. A stranger was stalking me last night and I was scared. Got a horror movie to scare me even more. Well, that's weird. Psycho Killer. Perfect.
Oh.
Love it. Hope that gives you nightmares. Beautiful. Stock the shelves. I love how like the flow just dramatically changes all the time. Oh, let's look. Let's go get out of this. Let's go look at the fireworks. Already that time of the night. Yeah, it's just so cool. I like it. Dig it. The game is very clean. For a demo, 100% polished. Thank you, Mustachio, for walking right in my way. Yeah, it's just a cool game. Really like it. Woo! Yeah. Fireworks! Woohoo! Sorry, guys. Enjoying the fireworks while you guys didn't. Now, I don't know how repetitive the characters are. I feel like there's maybe variants of them, but it hasn't been too ridiculous to where I've acknowledged it. I think it's like my third video, and I have not really noticed a lot of repeats. Where you have games like Supermarket Simulator that there's a lot of same NPCs walking in at the same time. Sometimes they're back to back. What you need, bud? I just went through a breakup. Could you give me an emotional drama movie? So we'll see. Strongman Dropout, Grandma's Convict Pie, The Money, My Only Friend. That makes kind of sense. Sad Marine Passenger.
Ooh.
There you go. Enjoy it, sir. And we have a helicopter. Now, is there one in the air? No, there's not. Hope you enjoy that recommendation. $3. I love that mustache. And sunglasses. You're that cool guy that wears it at night. Well, this is basically probably the end of the demo, because unless you guys want me to play more, this is pretty much it at this point. We can't level up anymore, so everything is kind of as is. At this point, I think everything is going to be Groundhog's Day, where it's going to be the Fall Harvest Festival every time. We made, what, 58 rented, 59 returned, so it's kind of half and half. Client served a checkout, 27. Reserved movies given, 1, 277. So it dropped a little bit. I think we're 288 last one. So yeah, it's pretty much the same, I think, every time. Yeah, day 7, still. But yeah, there's no sponsor, so no thank you to anybody. This is just pretty much us going and Steam Next Fest and just checking out things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are aware enough to check it out. I'm not sure when these videos are going to come up because there's a lot of things happening this fall. There's a lot of other games that have to unfortunately take priority. But anyway, guys, we'll catch you in the next one.